There is a reason why Napoleon Hill's work survived almost a century. It wasn't because of trends, techniques, or viral ideas. It was because he understood one fundamental truth. Your life becomes what you believe about yourself. This episode is a modern interpretation of that truth. A new version, a deeper explanation, a bridge between Hill's timeless principles and what we now know about identity, psychology, and human potential. This is not a historical retelling. This is a practical translation, a summary, an explanation, a mirror session style breakdown created by Mette to help you understand Hill's concepts in a way that actually fits today's world. So take a breath, relax your shoulders, and prepare yourself. Because once you understand this law, you'll never look at yourself or your life the same way again. Let's begin. Napoleon Hill often said that desire, faith, and purpose shape your world. But underneath those ideas lives something even deeper: self-perception. Before you take action, before you change habits, before you even think about success, your identity has already decided what's possible for you. Every human being lives inside an invisible story, a story about who they believe they are, what they believe they deserve, and what they secretly expect from life. And here is the part most people never realize. Your reality responds to your identity, not to your intentions. You can work harder, push more, try new routines, repeat affirmations, write goals, visualize success. But if your inner identity whispers, "I'm not enough," then your outer world will echo that belief back to you. Not because life is against you, but because identity is the foundation of behavior. Identity is the foundation of choices. Identity is the foundation of everything you attract or reject. This is the first truth of this law. People rarely stay stuck because they're lazy. They stay stuck because they're living with an outdated identity. Most people try to change their life by fixing habits, increasing motivation, learning new strategies, chasing external success, hoping for better luck. But they do all of this while remaining the same person internally. If a person sees themselves as unimportant, they will unconsciously choose jobs, relationships, and opportunities that confirm that story. If a person secretly sees themselves as the one who always struggles, they will overlook solutions and be drawn to situations that reinforce the struggle. This is not self-sabotage. This is identity preservation. Your identity is always trying to prove itself right, not because it's true, but because it's familiar. And you cannot build a new life while defending an old self-image. You were not born with doubts. You were not born with fear. You were not born thinking you were not enough. Identity is not natural. Identity is inherited. It comes from childhood comments, school labels, emotional experiences, moments of shame, patterns passed down from family survival instincts, the opinions of people who didn't truly know you. Most of your identity wasn't chosen. It was absorbed. And the most important realization is this: if your identity was built, then it can be rebuilt. This is the foundation that turns Hill's principles from philosophy into transformation. Your life begins to change the moment you choose to see yourself differently. Not magically, not instantly, but honestly. Ask yourself, who am I without fear? Who am I without outdated beliefs? Who am I when I stop shrinking to make others comfortable? Who am I when I finally allow myself to become who I always felt inside? That version of you is not imaginary. It is the real you beneath layers of conditioning. And once you choose that identity, life begins to reorganize around it. People think identity change requires discipline, but it does not. It requires awareness. You don't rewrite your identity by forcing affirmations. You rewrite it by understanding the pattern and choosing a new response consistently. Here is Hill's principle, modernized. Step 1. See the old identity clearly. Awareness dissolves illusion. Once you see the pattern, it loses power. Step 2. Meet your past self with compassion, not blame, not shame. Compassion is what allows transformation instead of resistance. Step 3. Choose new internal reactions in small moments. Identity is not changed in big aha moments. Identity changes through repetition of a new response. Step 4. Act one step ahead of your old self. Not 10 steps, not the whole future. Just one step ahead. Step 5. Stop fighting the past. Start creating the future. You cannot heal by wrestling with your old story. You heal by stepping into the new one. Identity changes gently, quietly, gradually, and then suddenly. Most people feel stuck, not because life is blocking them, but because their inner self is outgrowing an old identity. Feeling stuck is not failure. It's expansion in progress. It feels like the old habits no longer fit relationships. Shift your desires, change your tolerance for certain situations collapses. You suddenly see things differently. Motivation feels unusual or unpredictable. This is not a crisis. This is identity shedding. You are stepping out of an old story and your nervous system is trying to adjust. This is growth. This is movement. This is alignment returning. Listen carefully, because Napoleon Hill understood this long before modern psychology confirmed it. You do not act according to your goals. You act according to your self-image. Think about that. A person who believes I am always struggling will make decisions that keep money, love, and success far from them. A person who believes I don't deserve good things will reject opportunities that could transform their life. A person who believes I create my life deliberately moves through the world with certainty, courage, and direction. This is why some people work for years without seeing much progress, while others rise quickly. It's not luck. It's identity alignment. Identity first, reality second, always. Identity doesn't change because you learn something new. Identity changes when something finally clicks inside you. People stay stuck because they try to shift in their mind, but not in their nervous system, not in their habits, not in their self-image, and not in the way they respond to life. There are four invisible blocks that keep most people trapped. 1. Emotional carryover. Your old emotions still tell your system, we are not safe enough to act differently. 2. Pattern familiarity. Your brain prefers the pain it knows over the possibility it does not know. 3. Identity echo. Your reality keeps mirroring back the person you used to be, not the person you're becoming. 4. Fear of collapse. Part of you believes, if I change, I will lose myself. You don't lose yourself. You only lose the old echo. Between the old identity and the new identity, there is a zone almost no one understands. The void. The void is the moment where your old habits stop working, your old desires fade, your old motivations feel empty, your old reactions no longer fit, but your new self is not fully embodied yet. This is the moment where most people think they're failing, but in truth, you're recalibrating. The void is the loading screen of your next self. It feels strange because you are no longer aligned with the old frequency, but the new one is still downloading. Let's ground everything before we shift into the solution. You don't feel stuck because you are broken. You feel stuck because your identity is outgrowing its old container, your nervous system fears the unfamiliar, your mind repeats the old story, your patterns are echoes of the past, your life mirrors the beliefs you have not rewritten, yet you are not behind. You are in transition, you are not failing, you are transforming, you are not lost, you are shedding. And now comes the part you were truly looking for, the actual transformation. This is the method that actually works. Not fluffy affirmations, not forced positivity, but real inner reorganization. Step 1. Seeing the cut awareness cuts the cord. You look at yourself without judgment. Ah, this is the old identity. This is the old reaction. This is the old fear. Not to shame it, but to see it clearly. What you can see no longer needs to control you. Step 2. Meeting the softening. Transformation happens when you meet the younger version of yourself with compassion, not pressure. Ask yourself gently, what was I protecting when I learned this pattern? What part of me was scared? What did I need back then? When you soften, your nervous system opens, and only an open nervous system can receive a new identity. Step 3. Rewriting the choice. A new identity is not created in big moments. It forms through tiny micro choices. You rewrite yourself by choosing every day, saying no, where you used to shrink, taking one step instead of freezing, choosing truth instead of coping, speaking your need instead of guessing others, calming instead of overthinking, returning to yourself instead of pleasing. You don't become a new person, you practice into a new person. Step 4. Embodying the lock-in. Identity becomes reality when your actions match your truth. Not perfect, not constant, not dramatic, just consistent. The world shifts when you stop behaving like the past version of you. Read slowly. Let it enter your cells. I am not who the world told me to be. I am who I decide to become. I release old labels. I release old fears. I release the identity built from survival. I walk into truth. I walk into clarity. I walk into the version of me that always existed beneath the noise. I trust my rhythm. I trust my timing. I trust my unfolding. My identity expands. My reality follows. I am free. This is the law of self-perception. It is not a theory. It is the architecture of your life. Change how you see yourself, and the world will reorganize. Not because it must, but because it can no longer contradict you. When you shift the inner witness, life shifts the outer mirror. This isn't the end of the episode. It's the beginning of your new story. Welcome to the Mirror Sessions. Welcome to your remembering. Welcome to yourself.
You are safe to see yourself clearly. You are not your past. You are not your old story. Every breath softens your system. Every exhale releases the old identity. You are allowed to become who you truly are. I release the identity built from survival. I choose a new response. I choose a new self. My inner world is safe now. My identity is being rewritten gently. My nervous system learns safety. My body remembers truth. Every breath resets my inner architecture. My reality mirrors my new identity. I am becoming who I was meant to be. You are the mirror and the light. Your inner witness is awakening. The old identity fades. Your truth returns. You walk in clarity now. You choose yourself. You hear your own soul again. You step into your higher self. You are remembering. I trust my rhythm. I trust my timing. I trust my unfolding. My identity expands. My reality follows. I am free. Welcome back to you. Welcome back. Remember who you are.